Hello everyone, my name's Jennifer. I'm the soap artist, and this video is how I made my July soap for the Soap Challenge Club. It was an abstract art theme, which was very different from what I typically do, and well, it was interesting. I had fun. I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but I definitely had fun. So right now I'm pouring the base that I will then cut and paint on. I decided to do a clamshell technique. I was using my tall and skinny. I just used a recipe that didn't fill this mold all the way so I could create square bars. I was going with a black and white theme, but I wanted a touch of color, so I tried adding, as you can see, a little bit of hot pink into the clamshell pour. It didn't quite turn out how I expected, but I still liked it overall. I was happy. You do get some pops of color, and you see that clamshell pattern in the cut bar. So yeah, I was okay with the base. Okay, so you can see all the bars are cut. They do have some interesting swirl patterns. Of course, I'm going to cover those up. Those bars to the left are straight black and white bars where I was trying to do a gradient and it didn't turn out right, but since I was going to be covering it, I was like, might as well add those to the soaps that I'm practicing my abstract art on. I had a variety of tools that I wanted to try out, and I soon discovered that I liked the paint mixer palette tool that you currently see in my hand. I just felt I had the most control over the soap, like getting a texture to it with that tool. So once I discovered I liked that tool, I kind of stayed with it. I stuck with the black and white theme for the tops. I created white, light gray, gray, dark gray, and black. So I mixed five colors that I then used to scoop out and create textures on. It was interesting. My soap started off soft, but thick enough that I could actually create some texture. And then suddenly, about 4 bars in, it started to get very, very firm, which changed the look of the bars. They got more, less smooth, more ragged, like the edges and stuff, just because the soap was, I said, it was getting thick. And I actually like those bars. I was surprised. First I was a little bit frustrated that the soap was so thick, but then I realized I was getting more definition and peaks and those rough like edges where the soap just kind of pulled away from the palette knife as I was scraping the soap onto it. So yeah, I wasn't sure what I was gonna end up with when I started this, but overall I was pretty happy with what I finished with when it was all said and done. Okay, here was my favorite part of these soaps. So I decided to kind of coat them in a mica. I had a black mica, a white mica, and then that snowflake sparkle mica from Brambleberry, which has glitter in it as well as mica. So it just creates a really sparkly effect. So I was between the three. I wanted to kind of create some gradient effects on the tops and also give the soaps shimmer. So I had some paint brushes as well as you can see here, that big makeup brush. Ultimately, I decided I liked the look that the makeup brush gave. I think the whiter or the bigger surface just created a better smoothness than the paintbrush did. So most of them I stuck with that brush to create. But yeah, I just dipped it in the white mica, the sparkle mica, or the black mica, and basically brushed it on the soaps, as you can see. This gave the tops a shimmer that I loved. Like, they make me smile. Otherwise, I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with my soaps once the tops had hardened. But the next day when I started adding this shimmer, I really was much happier. It made plain bars just suddenly have a little pizzazz to them. You can see that I just dip the brush into a little bit of mica and then rub it back and forth on top of the soap. I used black and white and created a variety of tones by just kind of mixing the two together as I brushed it on top of the soap. So I'll let you watch the rest of these soaps as I dust them, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, I always appreciate a like or subscribe, comment if you have anything to say. I love hearing what you guys think.